Showday, baby. Let's fucking go! Okay, so I imagine the boss. There we go. Come on, sunshine. Joe's
is this the, hold on. What's that one that Arnold?
Oh, it's Commando, isn't it?
I should have metaphor my arms before this.
So last night, probably update for Joe, although he's already had it. We had all of the food went in, all of the fluids gone in. At this very moment in time, I actually could eat, which is good. I feel like I could have like another hour, just let everything move.
Yeah, well, what we're going to do, we're going to go for a little like light walk, 15-20 minutes, because Corey literally went to bed on 1,400 grams of carbs in like a single sitting, in like one elongated sitting.
Yeah.
There was some movement in between, but just want to get the GI moving a little bit, maybe see if he can go to the toilet when we get back, do a little caffeine, nicotine hit.
I went last night as well.
Did you go last night?
Yeah.
After all your food?
After.
Oh, that's pretty good news then.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just get him moving, get the lymphatic system kind of turned on, get some fluid shifted around. We'll get his morning supplementation and stuff in now and start a little bit of hydration. But we'll eat at about 7, thinking about stage being 11, and also thinking about it being a mixed meal, carbohydrates and fats. We want that proximity of about 4 hours pre-stage really, and then let his GI completely clear so we can pull a full vacuum. And just naturally there'll be a bit of movement between that meal and stage anyway, so I don't need him, like we've used posing and stuff in the past to kind of crank through meals on carb, but we don't really need to at this point.
Yeah.
I'd rather save that. If he wants to pose just for kind of mechanics reasons or to kind of open himself up or whatever, that's fine, but I don't want him doing any like hard contractile work now that he's fully loaded. Just fat mobilizing activity, really light activity to keep things rolling through. First meal is 300 gram carb, 30 fat. We've got that worked out. 40 fat, sorry. We've got 2.5 litres of fluid going in pre-stage with 3 grams of sodium total. And I think that is about it for now. I'm sure you guys will see. Sorry, I'm slow. It's 5 in the morning. Fuck you now. This is my first look this morning. Oh my god, bro.
Like to think how much food has gone in, and like they'll still continue to fill and get fucking dry. Honestly, mate. Literally, it's silly, innit?
Oh man. Can I see the upper body?
Yes.
See the full leg, and then we'll get you some hydration going on. Did you finish all your fluid?
All the fluid.
Oh really?
All in.
Mate, that's insane.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect. That makes today really easy. We'll start the fluid then. Oh man, bro, you look fucking in.
Do you know what I feel? I feel like everything from here just goes.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Like
you look 5 times the size. From there. Right. Yo, physique collector. Actually.
first things first. Carbohydrates, fluids. So main fluids today are going to be comprised of 2 litres of water with 200 grams of Gatorade in. Good thing about Gatorade specifically is the sodium potassium content within it. So we're in a position where we're covering all angles we spoke about on the vlog last night. We're in a position where we've already got that covered through taking on Gatorade, with obviously the added exception or the main benefit actually being the carbohydrates. So So fluid goes in, carbs go in, sodium goes in, potassium goes in, everything present we need to basically continue to drive intramuscular fullness and our ability to continue to peak. We've also got 500 ml of fruit juice to go in, apple juice specifically. That's going to go in with the first and only meal of today. So this is going to be sipped literally from now up until I basically stand on stage at the Arnold's. I actually left like 500 ml just to have between pre-judging and finals. There's a bit of a shorter gap this time around, but being able to continue to replenish with fluids throughout the day is going to be really, really nice. So we've got 2 litres of water going in with 200 grams of Gatorade. Then we've got 500 ml of fruit juice, apple juice specifically. Get that fructose uptake, which is good. And then breakfast will be comprised of cereal, all of the good stuff really, same as what we had last time. This has turned into more of like a food and eating challenge and a channel than anything else, but it just goes to show. I think for me, and this is being completely honest, and I'm sure Joe will agree, there's nothing really traditional, can we say traditional, about this peak. And like very rarely do you see any kind of bodybuilders at this level and beyond peaking on pastries, because normally you go for, again, like high nitrate foods and options, like you've got rice, you've got chicken, you've got carrots, that we have done previously, right?
Yeah, I think there's this has been a process of refinement over multiple peak weeks, and I think there's an element of, on the one hand, we want foods that are somewhat nutrient dense, but you don't need to be too concerned because of the volume of food being consumed. You want foods that are going to be, like you said, traditionally well digested. So you're going to be looking at rice-based sauces and high calorie, low volume sauces. But on the other side, there's also an element of, because of the amount of food that needs to be consumed by the individual, foods that they desire to eat, that they'll get a good digestive and salivary response to, that interests them. That's only going to lead to positive outcomes when you have to consume in high volumes. And we know that Corey enjoys these foods, craves these foods, so maybe they're not quote unquote the most easily digested or high poly or monounsaturated fats or something like that, but realistically this is the way that we have found to get this exact amount of carbohydrates and fats in that short amount of time, and it has worked incredibly well and has resulted in him looking by far his best ever this show season, or dare I say ever.
Sure.
So
it's that, I think it's that swinging pendulum, isn't it, and that balancing of scales of like, what do we actually need to achieve, and then what can we use to achieve it, right? Like, and the roadmap, and there's loads of things that goes into that, guys. And number one is going to be like being in condition, right? Being in condition. Number two is going to be, because you can't peak fat, right? Mm-hmm. Like, so if you're in a position where, again, like fucking hell, I've been inverted for what
a long time
now. So we're in a position literally where, providing we can manage like sodium, potassium, fluid correctly, everything, and obviously the uptake and how much we actually need of carbohydrates specifically, we're in a position where providing I get that salivary response, and I'm able to drive hunger signaling and I'm able to enjoy it, that's actually far more beneficial than just fucking sitting there and eating chicken and rice and not enjoying it at all, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? When you eat food, like, there's going to be like a neurotransmitter input. I'd love to see like an expert dive into this, but you know, for food sources that you want, you're going to get a big dopamine hit, and it's only going to increase enjoyment of the process, and then you're going to have more parasympathetic tone, so digestion's going to be better because of that. It's
literally the same thing I do with like guys in the peak of their off season. Like, I need to push food. They're in a position where I can, but I ain't giving them more rice or more fucking chicken. So like, I'll set up like a pizza and muffin on like a 7th meal. It's funny because they get full at meal 4. They're like, oh no, I'm eating a lot of food now, and there's not really many adjustments we can make. I'm like, all right, what we're going to do, we're going to put a 7th meal in, and it's going to be like a dirtier, off-plan style meal, and all of a sudden they're hungry all day, and they get to meal 6 and they're like, I can't wait to eat meal 7.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
Dean McKillop, who's coming today, actually, he did a good post on the science of how hunger signalling increases with a swap from savoury to sweet, or vice versa.
Yeah,
that's a similar thing that I use.
yeah, it's super clever. But yeah, Gatorade and croissants inbound, but we're gonna go for a walk.
Yeah,
just get fucking strolling in a bit.
I go.
My jaunt boxed off. It was always the plan to get some steps done this morning. Get up, Stephen.
Lovely.
It was always a plan to get some steps done with the boss. Get out, get some fresh air, get the lymphatic system moving, be in a position where we can clear some, or help drive some intestinal transit. And I definitely feel that I'm ready to go to the toilet. So we're going to, we've made some room, feel fresh, opportunity to just get out, get some fresh air, get focused on the day ahead, the plan that needs to be executed, and the work that needs to be done. And the work will be done. But as always, just going to fucking enjoy the ride now. See you back at the house for a nice pastry filled breakfast. Right on time. Time is 7:10. As you guys know, the plan of action for meal 1 and only 1 was for 7 o'clock. We have literally timed it so well that I have just, I'm sorry, but honesty is the best policy. I have just cleared last night's food. Success! So we're gonna get some brekkie in now. Meal 1 is going to be taken through by the tank because she's running the show for food, as we know. It's been a success so far. Everything has been bang on time. Feels so good, so relaxed. I'm just enjoying every single second of this. What have we got for brekkie, B? Oh, this is Jazz, by the way. Oh, I knew.
She always runs off when the camera's on. If you haven't eaten enough of these, they'll last your lifetime. Do you rather have Cocoa Pops?
Maybe. Yeah.
Rice Krispies or Cocoa Pops?
Cocoa Pops. God, I'm such a prima donna.
Such a fucking bitch.
Did you just call me a fucking bitch on my fucking channel? This is a No Surrender series by Slee Raw.
On my channel. Sorry.
Well, no, I mean it's our channel, man.
You are a little bitch.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Doing
Fucking
hard work.
proper hard work prima donna, yeah.
You know when you first got me and you thought I was hard bastard? You were like, he's a hard bastard, he's got a ponytail. And I didn't even have a leg tattoo when we got with you, did I? Because I got that once we got together.
Yeah, otherwise that would be weird if it's my head.
Yeah, stalking you. It took me so long to get Mads to convert to the Slee side. But yeah, when you thought I was a big hard bastard, and now you just think I'm a melt, don't you?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm a harder bitch than you are.
Yeah, you take more primo than I do.
Yeah, it's because I can handle it, you can't.
Yeah. You're hard work. So what have we got, B? Talk us through it.
200 grams of last minute change, Cocoa Pops. Some whey, some pain au chocolat.
For the bastards.
And some rice cakes.
Yeah, boy.
And that is it.
I'm excited.
Some Gatorade.
Gatorade.
More Gatorade. And apple juice, please.
Okay. Fructose.
Are you saying 30 seconds in the microwave, making
No.
them squidgy and soft because they're a little bit, they're
I
not
don't
fresh,
know.
are they?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, I've had a bite of one.
They're a bit staley. I would probably do like 10 seconds in the microwave to make them a bit soft.
Yeah, I'll go microwave.
Why do you just listen to me?
They'll be fine.
That might have not gone in.
Okay, put it in for another 10.
I'm just going to stop listening to you. Just go and fucking sit down or something.
So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to go and sit down.
Feels like I'm at a restaurant. I'll tell you what, Mads ain't getting a tip with that type of attitude.
You're the best human on earth.
There was 7, but I've taken one into my macro so you can just finish the
Thank you.
Here's one I bit earlier.
They're a little bit warm, they should go down.
You're the best. Thank you, gorgeous.
That's not a bite that I had.
Okay. So, do you know what? How fitting is that?
Oh.
Drink cake for breakfast. Guys, the last meal before I turn pro is going in. Let's go, no surrender. It's time. Load the shit in the back and let's fucking go. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Sun shining. The best I've ever been. There's nothing else to do now. I'll just do.
Cool.
Everything I practiced, everything I prepared for, all the suck, all the grind, comes down to the day.
Fancy seeing you here.
Registered.
I am registered, so
Fantastic.
we're in business.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Stress. Gone.
not too bad. Yeah, so
You look good.
thank you.
Yeah, you do look good. You
The hair in the face is on,
yeah, it's good. So Alex had a nightmare last night. She,
to say the least.
you know Alex because she was on the last vlog. She is doing the Pro Qualifier today, bodybuilding and women's physique.
Yep.
And last night didn't get to reg because her tyre blew out on the M25. Didn't get a tan, didn't get regged. It's all cool. Ian said come in the morning, it's absolutely fine. So you are base coated,
Base coated, makeup on, hair done,
registered. Top coat will probably be at
11.
there you go, see? Sorted, no stress. So, should we kind of look at you? Have you got kit on underneath or not?
No.
Alright, we'll do that in a bit then.
I have done my walk around the block. Fucking feeling good, bro.
Literally just chilling out now.
Yeah.
Just relaxing. You got your drink.
Job is done. Got my drink. Yeah, I got my drink. No, so I'm good. Tanning was a good experience.
Was it? Who tanned you?
Laura,
Yeah, man. That's who you want.
saw all the competition. It's important at this stage to not let anything get in your head apart from the work that you need to do. And know that you worked hard as fuck and everyone's getting the smoke.
Okay, thank you, mate. Yeah.
Lovely. Bro, you look dark. Bit tired. Why is it so smoky? You can see the dry the quads are. Yeah. Fullness through the pecs looks really good, mate. It's a totally different game now, isn't it? Yeah. The tan looks lovely as well. That glute on stage lighting is going to look hilarious.
That chest looks massive.
It does, doesn't it?
There, that's the one.
Like when you pump up, because your vascular has just come through.
Yeah.
In that position, do your front leg spread again. Hands as a fist or flatten the fingers against his.
Make sure your thumbs get stuck.
Yeah.
So then your hands
Problem
can
is
still.
on my rib cage I can't get my thumb into it.
I think when you start with your thumbs way further behind.
Yeah.
Because watch how much the scap can come round it can
Yeah.
come more into the armpit. Sorry to cut.
It's still higher than before.
You just protracted so much more then.
Yeah, I felt
And
like
your
I feel
pecs
like
just went whoop.
Well, your Your knuckle there is literally the bottom of your lat insertion there.
Yeah. I always start like, if you start like where your lats join, the first thing that's going to move is the scap right into the armpit, and then you can just push it back down and sit it pretty like you do. Yeah.
Yeah, that is different now.
Spot fucking on, mind you.
Thing is, once you're moving, like you just get full, right?
Yeah, very good.
Good.
Very good, mate.
That's all that needs to be said, really. That's all that needs to be done. The final look. T-minus 1 hour. Time to settle in. It's game time now. Let's go.
All right, let's welcome our head expediter Hannah to present our medals back on stage. As Hannah takes that 5th place medal to your 5th place finisher, Marcus Ellison. 4th place award goes to Graham McClanahan. 3rd place medal gets presented to your 3rd place finisher, Josh Blue Majory. Silver medal gets presented to your runner-up, Corey Fieldhouse. And your Class B champ, moving to the overalls, Luke Steiker. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, Marcus, Graham, Josh, and Corey for this lineup. Thank you, fellas. And let's have Luke for his winner's photo.
Bodybuilding, right? Bodybuilding.
Let's sit.
So, 2nd place. This is where, you right? This is where you ask yourself the question of what you're doing, why are you doing it? And the reality is, this is fucking bodybuilding, right, Tom?
Yeah, well done, you look fantastic. Yeah, you did, absolutely brilliant.
Best yet, right?
Nearly there. Nearly there.
Keep knocking on the door.
Well done, mate.
Thank you, bro. So, I'm going to run you guys through the plan of action. I've already got a plan of action because the reality is we just need to love brother. Enjoy. Of course.
Proud of you, mate. Well done. Alright, see you again soon.
See you
later.
See you later.
Take this beautiful woman for a pizza. She's sick of carrying your fucking bags. I think I'm gonna come back to you guys. Stephen, keep this in, but we'll be back. Where's my meal?
God. Kate's like, fuck off.
Are you filming, Stephen? Okay, cool. So, quick re-up for my girl, Katie's Live Kitchen. That's not her full name, by the way. It's just Katie's Live or Katie's Kitchen, whatever you prefer. This isn't me exposing her breast, by the way, man.
Can you just smile a second? I'm trying to take a photo.
That was a picture, by the way. So Katie supports myself, Mads, Raw Coaching, Gang. Discount code for Katie's Live Kitchen. The best, the only meal prep you ever want is raw. But most importantly, like the support, effortless support, and genuinely the most just incredible girl by my wife, obviously. With her saying that. But, she does an awful lot to support myself, Mads, and the brand, and does an incredible job as well. And she is family. We're here together, so big love. Description in the bottom. We'll have a link for the brand itself. But just want to say a big thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Go and get my cake, guys. Every time. I've got no shame, bro. Love you, bro. Love you.
Come here, you.
Thank you, darling.
It's okay, always.
Oh shit. Thank you for coming. Thank you for getting up here. Thank you for getting him out of bed.
That's sorry.
Oh, by the way, your boy's standing on stage in 40 minutes. It takes us 3 hours to get there. Be like, I'll get there. I'll deadlift there.
To do her individual presentation, please welcome competitor 20, Alex Kokkonen.
So good.
Really?
Yes.
I felt a lot better than last time.
Did you?
Thank you.
Like what, confidence-wise?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, you looked good.
Just yeah, a lot more relaxed and new.
You look so much better through the glutes and hamstrings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, much sharper. You can see it on that photo that you sent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you looked really good. Posing was better. You looked more confident. You looked really good.
True last up like a phone charger backstage.
Oh, that's annoying. I'll have to go and give it in a minute.
How do you feel though? You happy?
Yeah, I am. And yeah, I mean, we'll get the photos into the IFBB and just see.
Yes, 100%.
That for me was better than I actually could have expected. I think.
Really?
Genuinely.
Why'd you say that?
It's the form of the physique overall, right? So you were fuller. We think you can be a little bit fuller again, like which is absolutely great. But conditioning through the glutes and hamstrings this time was so much better. And again, like the idea of trying to emulate that as much as possible without and get you full through the upper body, so you're not flat through the shoulders, so you're not flat through the arms, but then keep you nice and sharp through the glutes. It's like it's a balancing act. And
You can overpeak and make you a bit too full, and then lose the detail.
Yes.
So you get that right.
You've got to remember, like we've been looking at this from the other side of the world. You landed 2 weeks ago, and we're in a position where we peaked you once, peaked you very, very well off the back of 4 days worth of flying. Do you know what I mean? And then coming into this week, being in a position where we're running another peak and another opportunity to bring you forward, and look how much you've excelled. Do you know what I mean? And and over the months/years and what we do moving forward, putting fucking tissue on, we get to know you better. If we're in a position where, from a proximity stage standpoint, you've got the foundations of an off season. Do you know what I mean? We've got foundations of mini cuts and clean-up phases, recovery phases. With all of that, you're able to manage and manipulate the physique so much more. We literally had a call and said, we're going to do the Ben Weider in fucking X amount of weeks. What are we saying? Do you know what I mean? So, and I think we've done a good fucking job. Do you know what I mean? I'm so proud of you. So fucking proud of you. Because you do this from the other side of the world. No support. This is all you.
It was zero support.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear.
Yeah. And like you come over here. The car broke down yesterday for everything that could be a massive hindrance. You just made it a hurdle and fucking jumped over it every time. I'm very proud of you. I've known. I've known Alex since my first competition, Miami Pro, and continued. What's that? 7-8 years.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Frightening.
Yeah. So it's incredible to see her at her best and to be part of it. And to be honest with you, although I can stand here and make claims and all that sort of stuff, like the main, without there being too many chefs, the main communication point is Mads, and I think she's done an incredible job. You both have.
Yeah, you actually have done nothing.
Well, every now and again.
Alex, by the way, is my client. I prep her.
Every now and again, I just remind Alex that she either needs to crack the fuck on or she looks absolutely fucking amazing, or both. So it's just like, well done, Alex. Keep going. Goodbye.
But no, you've done very well. So the process is, because there wasn't 5 competitors in women's physique or women's bodybuilding, she has to send her photos into the IFBB to see if they'll approve her for an IFBB Pro card. Often if there's no one, it's not competitive enough. If there's not 5 people, they won't award a Pro card, which is obviously understandable, but you can submit your photos and ask for one, or ask for approval. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll see what the verdict is. But I'm very happy, I'm very proud. The look this week was very, very good, improved from 2 weeks ago. We were sharper and we were fuller, posing was better, more fluid, more confident, so I'm happy. So now she's definitely going to have whatever the fuck she wants. I don't know why the go-to off plan has been 2 bananas, but why it's not, I don't know, a cream egg, I'm not sure. But have a meal. She's going to have a meal tonight, and then we'll talk about plans going forward. Well done. Happy? There's some swords here somewhere that we can wave around. Look, we'll get some pics. Whoop, whoop. We'll get some photos of her in a bikini. It's a new one this time. It looks incredible. Very nice. So yeah, we're going to take some photos. Thank you.
This come out. We didn't know about this.
We go again.
9-2.
This is mine and Stephen's lunch. This is what we get for working fucking hard.
A ritual.
We do pizza post-workout, post-show. Do you want to see?
What one did you go for?
Barbecue. Do you know what, that looks better? How much better does that look this week? Fucking yes. It's a nice starter for some sushi, isn't it? Just message sure. There's cakes here. You can have a slice of cake. Slice of cakes. Just have a look at this. Oh. Fucking no joke. That's ridiculous. I know, to be fair, it's not big. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. It's the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. Oh my god. You are a real G. It's probably one of the best chocolate cakes I've had.
is.
So you've seen me not win my pro card. You've seen me eat. So I'm going to give you my feedback on how I think today went and the reality of what we're facing. As you guys know, because I've obviously shared with you, I feel the peak went perfectly in terms of the goal, what we were able to achieve in terms of from a loading perspective, how smoothly that went, from a proximity to stage standpoint. So brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Then we didn't get the result. Now, this is bodybuilding. It is. There's a hell of a lot of good bodybuilders out there in the world. Like pro qualifiers, you are going to be competing against international high level bodybuilders. So if I'm top 1% of the UK scene, then there's going to be European, there's going to be American, all as you all should know, but that is a reality. And someone's got to win, and unfortunately today wasn't my day. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. Essentially, I've got to remember that regardless of whether I won my pro card today or not, as you all know, I've gone through massive health scares, mental health, physical health, that would mean I potentially wouldn't be here today at all. So to be here today doing what I love and what I live for, I've got to be very, very grateful. And I'm also gracious in defeat as well. I'm a professional. I don't need to be unprofessional and say I should have won. Yeah, I should have fucking won. But it wasn't my day today. So the plan of action is, now me and Stephen have had our pizza. We've had a little slice of cake from Katie. We're gonna leave the Airbnb, and tomorrow the work continues, because on Thursday, Friday next week, today is Saturday, we're going to be flying over to Germany, and we're going to be competing at FIBO for my pro card, and we go again. And the reason for that is because not only do I feel that there are improvements that can be made, because there's always improvements that can be made, I set out on this journey for one goal and one goal only, and I told you what that goal was on episode 1. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch. I said this series is a no surrender series, and I'm going to win my pro card. So in true no surrender series fashion, we're going to keep going, keep battling on, and keep working for what we say we want. No surrender. I will see you in fucking Germany. Peace.